One of my favorite things about being in a band in general is the coming together of everybody and everyone's ideas in the studio and just getting excited about it.
I love this time. The time leading up until now, it's always nerve-wracking for me. The writing thing and getting everything in place and order.
Getting stoked on all the new sounds and seeing how psychedelic we can push it and just getting inspired and getting artistic and getting wild. You know, we usually go into every studio situation at about 75%, everything together. We leave the other 25% up to spontaneity.
You know, you can prepare and you craft the songs and you get the skeleton of the songs themselves, but you never know what's going to happen until you actually get in there and hit record and play around with ideas and various thoughts.
There were a few spots that I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. We weren't sure what was going to happen there.
So there's always a little bit of magic to be made and some unforeseen results. So that's always exciting. You start the day with a clean slate and you never know where it's going to end up.
Exciting things need to happen in every song. Exciting sounds, new sounds, things that sound cool. I don't know, you know, we move fast, but we still pay very close attention to detail, and there is a lot of detail work, but it just happens quickly.
I listened back to the songs we just did and the hair on the arms stand up. That's a good sign.
We treat the studio experience differently than the live thing. We just try to make it as insane as we can, but maintain all those big hooks. You know, it's pop music made by crazy people. Brendan's all about the bells and whistles and making a very ornate Christmas tree.
Bron is an incredible percussionist. His ear for various bells and whistles. The things that you might not hear but you'll feel.
Some movers and shakers, tambourines and bells and whistles and buttons and felt in this box here. You can barely see any branches, there's so many ornaments.
I was using my legs. I was trying not to use my back. You're not supposed to do that.
That's what I like. All the melodies and the harmonies and that's what I want to listen to, all that ear candy. I just love it. It makes for a wild, adventurous listen.
It's got all those bells and whistles that I love, you know, when you hear like, you're listening to something and you hear like a little tiny bell go off like right over here somewhere. Bing!
Try and go solo.
Wah, 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 something coming out like weird effects. And
I want a surprise in every song, and I want things to grow musically. It just needs to hit all those spots that it's supposed to hit.
you know, I miss that because we did a lot of stuff with Crack the Sky, like synthesizers and, you know, different organs and piano and just weird little sound effects. It's like the icing on the cake, you know.
But you know, with today's technology, there's so many guitar pedals and effects and tricks in the studio that you can do. I mean, we're trying to take advantage of all that.
Getting all this, Jimmy? Yeah, they work for me. They're working for me right now.
That's what we're doing.
Fucking hands full. Pedals.
It's running from you.
Maybe it's just like one of those guitars, and then when the drums come in, it's all the other effects kind of slowly come in, maybe.
All that stuff we got to do. I want some sound like you're tripping on acid when you hear this song, or if you are tripping on acid when you hear this song, your head just fucking explodes.
You hear the Leslie speakers going from left to right in your headphone mix, lots of delay and phasers, all that stuff. It helps, man. It makes your music really jump out of the speakers and like fucking grab you and grab your brain and go, ah, you're on drugs right now. Listen to this shit. It just enhances the effect of what, even if you're not on drugs, you're just like, wow, that's fucking sounds like I could be on drugs. To do drugs, I'm not condoning that, but if you are on drugs, you might dig some of the stuff we're doing.
We incorporated a mix of cumin and A1 steak sauce. We'll mix it together and put some mustard. I'm gonna dry that out for a couple of days. I rub it on a sock, and then I put the sock in the sun, and I let that dry out. Crust all the A1 and the mustard and mayonnaise off the sock, and then I play the guitar solo.
We try not to pay too much attention to, oh, are we going to be able to do this live, or, you know, we'll figure it out eventually. It'll be the bar band version once we get it up there and play it for the good people.